Well. Two, two, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the third act of our first part of the show. Want to say, Jamie, thank you very much for joining. This is Jamie Geosynths, makes fantastic synth patches, and was a big source of inspiration for the format of this show, or at least what you're seeing up there. If you don't know, what you're seeing up there is actually the live stream, which I'm behind a speaker. Hello, everybody. The live stream, there are about 400 or 500 people watching this as well, so we've got a nice big bunch of people. So Jamie, take it away.
Jamie,
Awesome.
literally just come off stage.
I have.
Performed at the first Sonic EMOM. Have fun?
It was great. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I mean, it's I've done a few of the EMOMs around. Sort of toured a little bit, done a couple of my own up in Blackpool. But this is great.
Hosting your own EMOM events in Blackpool.
Yeah, I hosted some of them.
So there's a scene in Blackpool then, electronic music scene?
There's something.
There's something, okay. That's cool.
Well, actually, it's quite funny because I didn't really know a lot of people who did electronic music in that sort of area. And a few people have sort of come out of the woodwork a little bit, which has been good. Not just ones that play, but people have said, "Oh, I want to do one in the future," which is great. I mean, I think post-lockdown and everything, people just want to get out now and perform.
So something that's quite special about the EMOM, though, is that, you're clearly a very experienced musician, but like for EMOMs, it's also open for people who've never performed live ever as well.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it, really, is that on a night you will get so many varied different acts. I'm probably unusual in the one that, I take a keyboard and play keys. Majority of the time it's people, either making patterns up on the fly and manipulating sound over time, or modular and, building little patterns there and then, or like Martin Christie, who's the founder of the whole EMOM thing, got a little pocket operator, you know what I mean? So it's great, and I think people are surprised because they used to do it in their bedroom. We all know what it's like, our own monitors. As soon as you go out, there's a big PA with subs, hearing your own music pounding, it just lifts you.
Yeah, nice. So tonight then, you chose, it was quite interesting to me because you were using like three main things, and it was the Nord and the Take 5 from Sequential and an Akai Force.
Yeah.
And so talk us through your setup a little bit, why you chose those particular items.
Well, the thing is, I've tried a few different ways. Originally, I was going out with the MPC, and the MPC allows you to use different sequences. And you kind of, break it down like one sequence could be your intro, another verse, chorus, stuff like that. But, because my attention's on the keyboard, it's not on the actual device. I was hitting the wrong buttons and all that kind of thing. So the Force is a bit more visual, I find. But it's just ways of reproducing what I do in Logic, stem them out, take out the bits that I'm going to play live, apart from maybe the last track where, I kind of made it on the Force. So, but it's just trying different ways. I'm still experimenting. Yeah, still figuring it out.
So, why? You've got quite a few synthesizers at home.
Just a few.
So, with having that choice, it's quite interesting why you would say maybe pick the Take 5.
Yeah.
What would be the reason there?
Well, it was only because the first track I did, I'd made a bank of sounds for the Take 5, and one of the sounds I made called Moments was that main sound I was playing on there. It was the first thing I come up with when I made, that's the danger of being a sound designer. You make a sound that you really love, next day has gone, you know what I mean? So it kind of, that sparked off the idea. So it's just really because, that was the sound in the track. And rather than trying to recreate it on something else, well, I'll just take that out. Yeah.
So when you describe yourself then as a sound designer, is that like a way that you would sort of say, I'm a policeman, I'm a sailor,
that is it.
I'm a sound designer?
That's my day job. My day job is sound design. All the other things, that I've done on YouTube or whatever are minuscule, really. They're more kind of promoting, if I remember, what I do. But the day job is sound design. Yeah. I've done 22 different synths. I've made about probably close to 5,000 sounds now. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's quite the reason why I was picking up on that then is like, so when you're playing live, you've got 5,000 sounds to
pick.
I've
got loads, yeah. Yeah, I don't have to buy any.
Yeah. So being able to make that decision and not being kind of done in by option paralysis.
Yeah.
So was that kind of, and so you chose the Nord as well?
I love the Nord Wave 2.
Right, Wave 2.
Cracking synth. People tend to think Nord is just like for electric pianos, and while they used an electric piano there, but it's a great synthesizer. It does samples, it does FM, it does virtual analog. And what I did, I sampled a load of my synths, just the oscillators wide open, stuck them on every key, and then used them as the building blocks for the sound. Because it's got 4 layers, you can treat each layer like a super oscillator. you know, and then just build up your sound. And it can do pretty much everything that I'll throw at it. But, you know, analog synths do analog sounds. You're not going to get grand piano off it. So it was a choice of a good halfway house, and the Wave 2 does it. Yeah.
Because then in the set though, you were playing like more traditional kind of keys, and that was coming from the Nord.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that you've got that as well makes that a really interesting choice.
Of course, yeah.
And using then the Take 5 as your kind of icing on the cake, your
I mean
melody.
the Wave 2 I was using for grand piano. It's like a bell type sound for an arpeggiator that I use. I was using it for Selena strings, which was the Behringer VC340 I sampled, stuck that in it. But it's got a lovely ensemble of chorus on it, you see. So, and then an actual arpeggio.
So you sampled a Behringer to use tonight.
Yeah.
So this is where we're at now.
It is.
Sort of, yeah, that's
Behringer
interesting.
have been taking or getting certain tips from other manufacturers, and while I was just doing it the other way around.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. So okay, so is there any EMOM events that you'd like to mention that?
I mean, you can always look at there's EMOMs everywhere, popping up all over, and there's more and more, multiple on the same day actually. If you go to on Facebook, just look up EMOM, Electronic Music Open Mic.
Is there like a kind of EMOM Facebook group that is for everything?
Yeah, like I said, Martin Christie, he's the founder of it all, and he's got this sort of main page, and it lists all the days. My next one in Blackpool will be streamed as well, and that's on January the 13th. So I've already got the acts, 13 acts.
That will be streamed on Geosynths?
Yeah, I'll be on Geosynths, and anyone else will have it.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Can you tell us anything about who's going to be playing at the next one?
Well, there'll be... Martin's actually doing it, Martin Christie.
So Martin is the founder of the EMOM.
Yeah,
movement.
he set it up, before the sort of lockdown thing. He's, he set up locally, then it's grown, not just the UK actually, in fact there's one in, I'm sure it was Seattle or something like that, a couple, but also in Europe, and so it's just exploded. It's the format to follow.
A format to follow, and also a word that actually is unique.
Yeah.
So EMOM, well, as an acronym, but acronym word, actually, that's what's not actually.
That's what's been missing.
Yeah, that's what's been missing.
I mean, from Bristol, there's been the Bristol group that have done Bit Miners and all that.
Bit Miners, and also the Beep Club as well.
Yeah, there's been people dotted around doing like little meetups, but not under an umbrella and this kind of format.
Yeah. So I guess if you're interested in this kind of thing, then Facebook, the EMOM Facebook group, that would be the thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well,
sign up to that.
Yeah, there's an Instagram and there's a Twitter as well. So yeah, definitely. And I think coming up as well, what's the date? I think it's the 11th, I might be wrong. On my channel, I'll have Martin, plus a couple of the American EMOMs coming on, just doing an interview talking about how they set it up. So
yes, this is great.
It's going to grow, it's going to go massive, this.
Hey, love it. Jamie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.